Rachel with Sasha, and she and I are going to do an introduction to Stay with Separation today. So, since Sasha has been getting training with us for a while, this is kind of the next step and the highest level of training type things that we have to offer, and I think she's definitely ready for it. So, Stay with Separation is going to be Sasha in a sit or down stay, depending on how long you're going to be gone, with you out of the room. Now, this comes in handy for a lot of different things. So, say you get home from the grocery store and you need to unload the groceries and you have the car door and the front door open and you don't want Sasha getting up and going anywhere. You can have her sit or down and stay while you're going in and out, and you'll be out of sight and coming back and forth and all that. Or anything where you need to pack up the house. If you would like to use it with the park it command, like if you have people coming over, you tell her to park it, she stays, and you're able to go to the front door and deal with whoever came there and then come back and release or anything like that. Also, this is another thing that if you want to go the therapy dog route with Sasha, a stay with supervised separation is one of the things that she would have to pass for her test. So, I have her inside here, and I'm just going to be up around the corner watching her and listening to, if she gets up or anything like that. Now, I'll only do a separation for a little bit at a time, and maybe about every 5 to 10 seconds or so, I'm going to peek my head around, make eye contact with Sasha, and give her the stop sign, just to remind her yet again to stay. And that way, I'm not completely gone, I'm still coming back to remind her, so she doesn't think that, I've just left her in here. And it will help remind her that she is still working, and she can't just do whatever she wants, even though this is pretty much what we're going to be working on anyway. So at first, I'm going to do a sit-stay with Sasha, since it's the easiest to correct. If she gets up, I can just turn and get her right back in the sit. So Sasha, please. Sasha, sit. Stay. Stay. Okay. Now what I'm doing here is I'm laying the leash out straight in front of her. Now this is a technique that I've learned from Jason, who is our boot camp trainer and has a lot of great experience with dogs. He does all kinds of stuff like this. And the leash out in front means stay. And it's just like the stop sign in front of her face. So I'm just going to start using it so that Sasha starts to associate the leash out in front as meaning stay. So now I'm going to just step around the corner real quick and see how Sasha does. Stay. 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 Good stay.
Good stay, Sasha. Good girl.
Okay, so she did really great for that. So I was just going around the corner and behind a door where I just poke my head out occasionally. And every time that I looked around, Sasha was standing right where I had left, and she had her ears up. She was looking there, which means that I still really had her attention. She was still waiting for me. She knew she was supposed to stay. It wasn't just like, oh, she's gone, and it's time for her to do whatever she wants. So, really great attention span, which is going to come in really handy as we do more and more of the stays. So, I'm going to do this again with her, and I'm going to try to go a little bit longer with her not seeing me, and poke my head around less often since she did so great. But remember, since we are starting out, I definitely don't want to go to, 30-second stays. Sasha, sit. without you poking your head around to see her at all, and just to check in with her, because we don't want to ask too much of her. Sasha, sit. Just like you couldn't run a marathon tomorrow morning without training at all for it, we can't ask Sasha to do anything for too long without building her up, conditioning her, and training her for that. So, Sasha, stay. 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 Sit. Sit. Stay. Stay. Okay, so she got up there, and that's where it's important to correct her right away. So that's why you shouldn't be too far away. And like here, I was hiding back there, and luckily with the reflection of the glass doors here, I'm able to watch Sasha in it without her seeing me, because she's still staring to where I left, so she doesn't know to look in the reflection to see my reflection either. But she did a really good job. It was almost a full minute of staying with separation there, so that's really good. I think that a minute is about as long as we want to do on this sit, and I was popping up, telling her to stay. We were making that eye contact so she knows I wasn't completely gone. I think she was just getting really curious as to where I went when I wasn't telling her to stay, which is why she got up. So I'm just going to do another quick stay with separation for the sit, maybe 10 seconds or so, and then release her, and then we can do some longer stays with the down. Stay. Stay. Stay.
Good stay. Good stay, Sasha. Good girl. Good girl.
Okay, she did a really great job there. So, because she got up, remember it's really important to correct her and put her right back in the same spot so she doesn't gain anything by getting up. So she was really curious. She wanted to see where I was going when I was out of her sight. And we don't want to let her keep on inching up closer and closer to where she might be able to see around, smell a little bit more, hear a little bit more. We want to always put her back in the same spot so she doesn't gain anything from it. So that will just help to reinforce the concept that it's not okay for her to get up out of her stay and she won't get anything from it. So she did a really great job. I'm really impressed with how well she did. Definitely there with the sit, and I think that we could do even longer times with the down. Now, you don't want to do as long a times with the sit as you do with the down, because the down is a lot more comfortable for them. You don't want to ask her to sit for, a super long time, because she'll get tired and she'll want to relax and, reposition herself. And with the down, they can even take a nap if they want to. So that's why we do longer times with the down. I think we've worked enough for today on this though. She's done lots of stays today and done a really great job. So I think we should call it quits and celebrate how awesome she's done. This was Rachel and Sasha, and we are doing a stay with separation introduction.